Zwom. Doot, 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 doot. BMO.
Hey everyone, and welcome to another BMO Creative Crypto video. So this one is about the Sisimite, and you are correct, it is yet another tribe of Sasquatch. The Sisimite has been described as a hairy ape-like creature ranging in color from chestnut to black, much larger than a normal adult person of the region, sound familiar? With a human face, ears, and a flat nose. It has only 4 fingers and no thumb is the way it's described, but really I think that's because of the way they just hold their thumb closer to the palm of their hand. They're also described as having backwards facing feet, which I think is a mistranslation. Their direction is backwards. In other words, they are facing more towards nature instead of technology. That's really what the translation means. Like northern Sasquatch tribes and their descriptions, they walk upright, and they used high-pitched screams to communicate across long distances. They are generally regarded as being hostile and having been accused of kidnapping people. Many cryptozoologists believe, of course, that they are Gigantopithecus crossing the northern land bridge 40,000 years ago, just like they say Bigfoot is. And except these guys kept on going down into Mexico, I guess because they were chased by the larger North American variants, or they were chased by regular people, or they just didn't get along with anybody. I don't know. I don't think they are Gigantopithecus, which is a large prehistoric ape native to Asia that was almost 9 feet tall and lived 100,000 years ago. But the descriptions in the videos I've seen, once again, they look human, just larger and covered in hair. Yeah, let's move on. As far as I can tell, they're only found in a few locations: Campeche, Chiapas, Quintana Roo, and Guatemala. It has been spotted in the jungle-covered tropical areas of these states and is said to range all the way down into the heavily forested Central American Cordillera to Colombia, where they have a different name. There, they are called the Darien Monster because of the Darien Gap there, and that's where they've been seen. And the Sisimite has also been called the Olmec ape based on figurines found at an Olmec archaeological dig in the state of Campeche. The figurines are over 2,000 years old, but as you can see, they know what a monkey looks like. Here on the left, that's a monkey that they did. That was a pet that obviously had earrings in and everything, but it's still a monkey, obviously a monkey. The one in the middle and the ones on the right are called Sisimite, and they look very human. The little masks they made there, they look very human. And the guy in the middle looking up at the rain as it falls on his face, he's even got a hairline and everything, but they're still saying that's a Sisimite. So see, it's just looks like a hairy person to me. According to the Maya, who still live in the territory, Sisimite has always been part of the forest. The traditional Maya beliefs, going back to ancient times, divide the world of spiritual beings into 3 categories. The god of the universe, which is right there in the top left, that's his face, believe it or not. Gods of the elements, which is down there in the bottom left. And then living beings that are closer to elemental gods, and so they have spiritual powers. So the Sisimite, which is the sculpture there on the right, that is a Mayan sculpture of a Sisimite. Looks a lot like Bigfoot with a snake in its mouth. Anyway, the Sisimite are considered to be another tribe of people by the Mayans that is better, quote-unquote, plugged in to the spiritual world than regular people, while being a real living, breathing thing of the forest. The name Sisimite comes from the Nahuatl, is where I researched it. It's Aztec, and it's the word Tzitzil, which basically means demon or supernatural creature, because they've taken power from the gods. So, okay. While known to the Maya for centuries, the first outside report of the Sisimite that I could find came from a group of Spanish gold prospectors in the 18th century on an expedition in what is now Honduras. Edward Jonathan Hoyt, if you haven't heard of this guy, he's nicknamed Buckskin Joe. I've read all kinds of stuff about this dude. He was off the chain. I mean, he was good at all kinds of stuff. And he says he shot at one that climbed into where he was sleeping at a mining camp and startled him awake, and he just started shooting. And the account he wrote was sent back to papers in his home state, and they actually printed the account of what he saw. That's crazy. The Sisimite appeared again in 1961 in a compendium compiled by author Ivan Sanderson titled Abominable Snowman Legend Come to Life. That's a pretty interesting book. In the book, the author compiled stories of the Central American Bigfoot, mostly concentrating on British Honduras, the former name of what is now Belize. The Abominable Snowman book prompted Bigfoot researcher Mark Sanborn, there on the right, to track the creature in 1992, and he too compiled stories from tropical Mexico, Belize, and Guatemala. Both works are full of eyewitness accounts of this hairy tribe. I mean, they're there. So, is the Sisimite real or imaginary? Let me know what you think in the comments below. And that's going to do it for this one. Please leave a like and subscribe to BMO Creative for more crypto videos. Thanks. Bye.